Hello and welcome, and thank you for tuning in to Voice Magazine's May edition of On the Rise. My name is Cherie Dorset, and I'm sitting down this month with an awesome man, Ebon Flagg. He's a husband, a father, entrepreneur. He's a salon owner of not one, but two salons downtown in the city of Wilmington, Delaware. So I'm so excited to be able to glean from his wisdom, learn from his journey. Thank you for sitting down with us this month, Evan. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you. It was my pleasure.
Yeah, so I kind of just like jumping right into the interview.
Okay.
One of the ways I like to start out these interviews is kind of just throwing three words at you.
Okay.
Just let me know the first thing that comes off your heart and comes to mind. The first word is faith.
Faith. I have a strong faith to go from where I came from to where I am. I relied a lot on family and friends and education to make me get to where I was, and I had to rely on something a little more stronger than just that, and that was God and the faith I had in Him to get me to where I am. So faith was real strong.
Okay, wow. So what comes to mind when you hear the word can?
Obama.
Wow.
I actually wrote a poem that's on Facebook, but what can't meant to him was it was impossible. It was impossible to take a can't or to take a no. For a black man to have a journey from where he came from to the most powerful man in the country, he had to ignore can't and to not listen to the word no. And he was said no to plenty of times. So he listened to it and look where he is now.
Right.
So I look at the word can and go about it the same way.
Wow, that's powerful. So the last word is dream.
Dream. My dream was to work for myself and to love what I do.
Okay.
And luckily, with faith involved, I've been able to do both in one.
Right.
But I still dream.
Wow.
You know, my dreams aren't met, and I don't think they'll ever be met. I think my dreams are basically going to be my highest plateau that, you know, someday I'll reach. But right now, there was a guy named Donnie Simpson back in the day on BT.
Okay.
He said that, you know, reach for the moon, and if you miss, you're amongst the stars.
Wow.
So that's where I am now. You know, right now I feel like I'm reaching,
Okay.
but you know, I'm amongst a lot of good people who created their own business as you,
Right.
and are thriving, and I'm glad to be amongst those people.
Yeah. So how important is it to keep dreaming?
It's very important. It's very important. It's the fuel that makes reality go. You know, if there wasn't any dream, you would go through life just trying to do things with no direction and no goals.
Right.
But you know, Martin Luther King had his dream,
Yes, he did.
and if he was alive to see what was going on today, be very proud. So continue to dream.
Yeah, that's awesome. So let's take it back to the beginning a little
Okay.
bit. Let's go back to that day when you said to yourself, I want to be a hairstylist. I want to go to school and I want to do hair. For a black man at that time in that generation, if any, did you come up against any opposition?
Absolutely.
You know, what challenges did you face doing that?
Absolutely. Well, because, you know, I am a man, and, you know, I consider myself 150% all man.
Right.
What happened was, back when I first started, I went to college for sociology.
Okay.
So when I came out, I went into counseling children in the state of Delaware, a place called Northeast Treatment Center.
Okay.
I really didn't like the way the state kind of treated these children, so I came out of it and decided that I'm going back to what I love to do.
Wow.
And that was hair. In the beginning, of course, when you think of men doing hair, you know, you got their stereotypes and innuendos, and I kind of feared that.
Okay.
That I didn't want my name to be like misconstrued in those innuendos. But again, my faith, where again steps back into my reality. My faith said to go ahead and do it. You know, create a new wave.
Wow.
And since then, it has helped me raise my beautiful children and put together 2 wonderful businesses. So, you know, it's again, it goes back to faith.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm here.
I hear also determination, because knowing that you're coming up against these walls and challenges, you said, you know what, I'm going to ignore those and I'm going to still birth this thing that I have in my heart. You follow that dream.
Absolutely.
And it's so important. It's crucial. And you guys can't see, but I'm actually on location at Babe Styling Studio, and it's amazingly beautiful. And I believe straight down the street, you have another salon.
I do.
Actually, what is it? A barbershop, right?
It's a gentleman's salon. It's called Own, which is French for men.
Okay.
And we cater to the gentlemen, which, you know, we call them the suit.
Okay.
You know, we want to be able to, you know, the businesses around the area, for them to come in and be comfortable and be in a serene and safe haven environment, to come in and get their hair done and their nails buffed and their shoes shined. So that's a dream of mine. Again, I haven't got there yet, but that's a dream of mine, and you know, it's going to become a reality. So once that dream again becomes a reality, my next dream can begin to form.
This is awesome, because let's talk about you even getting to the place of opening up the first salon. Okay. What kind of transpired to get you to this place where you said, you know what, I'm going to step out and I'm going to do this thing on my own?
Marriage.
Okay, that's a good thing, right?
It's a great thing. I had a salon with my brother and my father, Synergy. It was in Bear, Delaware on Route 40. And we were there as a family, and my brother had married one of the stylists.
Okay.
And they decided to go and open their own.
Okay.
Which they were supposed to. You know, you're supposed to cling to your wife and build something, a foundation for your family. And it left me there with the rest of the team, really not knowing what to do. So I had to make some quick decisions. And based on my talent and the support of my clientele, they all pushed me in this direction to Babe. And my father, he passed away 2 years ago, May 23rd. He died of lung cancer. What he did was, during our time at Synergy, he would try and get us to learn everyone's name, because he thought it was disrespectful to call everybody honey and babe and sweetie. But we had over close to 700 clients, so it was hard to remember everybody's name. So we tried for a good 2 weeks. But after that 2 weeks was up, it went right back to, hey sweetheart, come on back. Hey babe, come on back. And so what I did was, my father not being here any longer, we took the salon and named it Babe for the clientele that helped me get to where I am. So it's called Babe after my clientele.
I love it. I remember you called me that a couple times. I'm like, he don't know my name.
Yeah.
But that's amazingly awesome. It just puts a lot of things into perspective.